Disclaimer, this is gonna be a little bit of a ranty video. Let me say sorry for that in advance. I love to help people and try to answer every question I get. That's why I have an educational YouTube channel. No question is stupid and all this yada yada. But sometimes it's really frustrating. Not because you are asking a beginner question or so, but because how you ask the question. Let me give you some horrible examples that can make me really mad and also why they make me so mad. And hopefully then you will understand how to ask a technical question so that you get the help you want. So this one guy is stuck on a WebCTF challenge and seeks some advice. Of course, I wouldn't give hints or solutions during an active CTF, but I wasn't playing that one and I'm happy to be used for some rubber duck debugging. So he writes, I'm trying to solve Web 100 on CTF running, found bug and the URL. Can you look? I don't care about grammar or spelling issues. I'm not a native speaker, so I don't mind as long as I kinda understand what you try to say. But why do you make me respond to this with yes? And then make me wait for the actual question. This is just wasting time. So I asked, what is the bug you found? And I get this as a response. Stuck at SQLi. I try to put single quote. It gives bug. What is the bug? What's the error? Why do you think that error means it's an SQL injection? Are there other typical SQLi characters that cause an error? Can you enter more characters to fix the corrupted SQL string again to prove it's SQLi? We talk a bit more and he also says there might be XSS. And he sends me this. I don't know how to read bot in access log. It's HTTP localhost/bot. Just write enter HTML. What the fuck are you talking about? Why do I have to guess what you did that this shows up in the access log? Well, I guess you maybe injected an image tag or maybe a script tag and you triggered this request to your server and you checked that in your access logs. But does it mean you have CSRF or is it actual XSS? Also, you said you tried enter HTML. I have no idea what that is. That's not valid JavaScript. Obviously he means inner HTML, but what exactly was the payload you tried? In what context? On what DOM object were you trying to access content with inner HTML? Computers and programs are deterministic machines. They do exactly what they are told to do. So if you show me exactly what you did, I may be able to think like the machine and tell you why it doesn't work. But when you make me guess and assume, I cannot give a definitive answer. So I always waste time having to think about something you could just tell me. So I ask for the exact payload and he sends me a link. I visit the site. I type in inner into the search. Doesn't show up. Should I waste now 2 minutes clicking through all the payloads guessing which one he might have used? And then think about why it might have not worked. And I get these questions all the time. The program jumped to shellcode, but when the shellcode started, it printed segmentation fault. Why that? I have no freaking idea why. There's an endless amount of reasons why this might happen, and you don't give me enough information to actually answer the question. Maybe your shellcode is for the wrong architecture, or your shellcode is not properly encoded, or you use an old version of your script without the shellcode, or your address to the shellcode is wrong, or part of the shellcode is overwritten, or the shellcode you use actually has a printf that prints the string segmentation fault. I don't know. How should I know? If you ask questions like this, I can't help you, you don't get the help you want, and I will feel really annoyed. And also other people you ask on Reddit or Stack Exchange won't be able to help you. And we want to help you. We want you to learn and understand it. So, here's an example of a great question where I'll love to spend time on and try to help. I was wondering, in this video of yours, provides a link with an exact timestamp, the assembler listing says this, jump, and then a question, explaining what they would expect and that something else happens and they are confused. Great, awesome. I can click on the link, watch a few seconds to remember what I showed and then respond. Awesome. Somebody had an issue with an exploit. It didn't work. They got some kind of shell, but whatever they typed, it didn't work. And I got this screenshot here. Well, now I'm able to see what's going on and why there is a confusion. This person accidentally had a double quote in the payload, and actually this here was not a shell. It was waiting for the unbalanced quote to be closed. Not a stupid question. I can totally see how that can happen. A little mistake, and computers just do what you tell them to do. And I was able to follow it precisely and determine the error. So let me tell you how I wish you would send me a question, and then I'm more than happy to respond. You want something from me or from somebody else, so please put some effort into it. Maybe follow these rules. Rule 1. If you are referring to a video, include the link, ideally with timestamp. I can't remember what exactly I said a year ago. Rule 2. Whatever you try to do, show me exactly your steps. For example, if you do a buffer overflow with GDB, just set some breakpoints, step through it, show me the relevant paths like memory addresses and register values, and copy the whole terminal output and dump it into Pastebin. Make it as easy for me to get the problem. You can also record a video about it or just dump everything into Pastebin. I can't read your mind, but I can read terminal output. Rule 3. Tell me as much as possible about what you think and know. If something unexpected happens, tell me what you would have expected. Rule 4. Provide as much information as possible. I don't want to waste time asking for your shellcode. When you have an issue with your shellcode, you should have provided that shellcode already from the start. It's better to provide too much data than too little. Include anything you can think about. Rule 5. Include the failed attempts. You tried something else before? Tell me about your negative results. These are important to understand what you already tried, so I don't have to suggest trying them. Okay, so I think you get the point. Please put some time and effort into your questions. Collect as much data as possible and provide every information, every line of code, command, terminal history, whatever that can help me to understand what the issue is. Well, sorry for this rant, but I got really frustrated with some of those questions. And I hope from now on it will be a bit more fun answering the questions.